Aha, okay, there it goes. All right. So, hello and good evening, and welcome to the University of Maryland School of Nursing Graduate Open House. My name is Nataki McDade, and I am the Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions here, and I will be functioning tonight as your MC for the evening. First and foremost, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedules. I know it's nice outside if you are in the Maryland or Baltimore area and you could be outside, taking a walk, walking the dog, whatever case may be, but you chose to learn a little bit more about our program today. So we do thank you for coming. And thank you for just coming to learn a little bit more about our programs and hearing some information from our alumni, faculty, and staff. Tonight, you're going to hear from various faculty, staff, and students, and also alumni, which will also be followed by kind of just like a student panel. Immediately after we talk about some application requirements, deadlines, scholarships, and then after that scholarship discussion, we will disperse into our breakout rooms where you can discuss your program of interest in a little bit more depth. So I know I just said a lot. That was like a mouthful. But first and foremost, we're going to just start with some house rules for the evening. So first and foremost, please mute your microphones. If you're not using it, please mute it. I know no one intends to unmute at the most inopportune time, but we just kindly request that you mute your microphones until we get to the Q&A portion of the event. If you have a burning question that you do not want to forget, you can use the chat feature for your admissions questions or any just questions for our alumni, faculty, staff, whatever the case may be. We encourage your participation, and we actually want you to participate in our Q&As, and we also want you to participate in the chat. So please do not be shy asking any questions that you feel need to be answered for you to feel a little bit more comfortable about possibly applying to any one of our programs. Like I said, once again, you can ask questions during the admissions and scholarship presentation. But if for some reason you cannot get your question answered, we do also, once again, have those breakout rooms. So you can ask your questions in the breakout room. So do not feel like, because we skipped one portion, you will not get your question answered. And lastly, just make sure that you interact with the faculty in the breakout sessions. Once again, you took some time out of your day, and so did they, to meet with you and connect with you and answer any questions that you have about your respective program of interest. So just to get this a little bit more organized as far as like our Q&A for the student panel, we want to hear from you. So please, if you have a cell phone or if you're utilizing a computer, you can submit your questions for the current student panel a little bit later this evening by scanning this QR code or going to slido.com and entering in the code 286-2166 in the join event section. So you can type in your questions and then we could just go through kind of like first come, first serve situation with the questions for the alumni and student panel. So we're going to leave this up for maybe like a minute or two so everybody can scramble to get the code or scramble to get your phone and use your camera, because I know I'm not the most technologically savvy and this may take me a minute. So we're going to give you maybe about 2 minutes, maybe so 5:15 or 5:14 if it feels awkwardly long. And then we're going to go to the next slide. I only see one question in here. I know you guys got some questions. And if you can't think of one right now, that's okay. You can hold it until we actually get to the Q&A section if we don't get a lot. Oh, never mind. We got some. Some of them are rolling in. You guys know how to use technology way more than I do because I would have been stuck and confused. Okay. So far, I only see 4. And now I feel like this is awkward silence. So I'm going to go to the next slide. So first, I am going to welcome Dr. Jennifer Shum, our Associate Dean for the for the Office of Student and Academic Services.
Thank you, Nataki. And again, welcome everyone. We're the Office of Student and Academic Services. You may hear us called OSAS for short. We're the Student Affairs Division in the School of Nursing. So like Nataki said, thank you all for taking time. We know that you have options and are considering advanced nursing degrees. And so we hope to answer some questions for you, but help emphasize why University of Maryland School of Nursing, the reasons that we are top ranked in our programs. You'll have the opportunity here for some faculty. We believe that they're at the forefront of scholarship, of practice, of nursing education, research, but more importantly, their support of you, of graduate students, whether you're pursuing your master's, DNP, PhD, or even certificates. Secondly is our location here in Baltimore, or we know there may be some students interested in our University at Shady Grove program, DNP, and FNP program. But this region is just so rich in healthcare opportunities, and we have so many connections here in the DC Baltimore area that you'll be so well positioned. In addition to that, you will be well supported as a graduate student with our resources. So the University of Maryland at Baltimore, we're a really unique institution. We are designed for professional and graduate students. So as you're kind of considering an advanced program in nursing, know that we are designed for you. So for instance, we have the usual support services like counseling center, writing center, recreation, fitness and wellness, disability services, and all of those. However, we have the graduate and professional student in mind, along with our wonderful faculty and our location and our UMB resources, our staff. So thank you to our admissions staff for putting together this event tonight. We will support you financially. We have opportunities for School of Nursing scholarships and donor and merit, but also research and teaching assistantships. So we're here to support you financially, emotionally, and to mentor you through your journey. In OSAS, in addition to admissions and student scholarships, we have our Office of Academic and Career Success. So our career support is located here in the School of Nursing. So we're familiar with kind of options and guidance here in the field of nursing. And then last but not least, our Office of Registration and Student Placements. So we will be guiding you on any practicum, projects, clinical placements, and then just, of course, enrollment procedures. So welcome again. We're so glad you spent some time. Hope you ask lots of questions. And my final words are just, as you're kind of considering advanced practice nursing programs, it's definitely worth it. And we hope that you join us soon. So thanks, everyone. I'll pass it back to Sheena Jackson, our Director of Admissions and Student Scholarships. Thanks, everyone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, my name is Sheena Jackson. I'm the Director of Admissions and Student Scholarships here at the University of Maryland School of Nursing. I'm delighted to see so many ambitious individuals here that are eager to further their education, and I'm delighted that you thought about UMSUN as one of the institutions to further your education. So, I won't hold you. We have so many great things today for you that Dr. Sham has talked about. We will talk to you about ways to finance your education. We have a current student panel as well as alumni, and then we'll go out to breakout sessions. And then you'll also hear from EDI as well before our breakout sessions. So again, my name is Sheena Jackson. I'm here as a resource for you. I'm your advocate, I'm your cheerleader. And if you have any questions during the application process, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me in the directory. And my email address is sheena.jackson@umaryland.edu. Thank you. Gonna kick it back to Nataki.
Thank you, Sheena. Next, we are going to talk about our pathways to advanced degrees with Dr. Veronica Quattrini, Dr. Cheryl Fisher, and Dr. Unshim Nam. Dr. Quattrini, you can take it away.
Thanks so much, Nataki. I hope that y'all can hear me. I just want to welcome everyone to this evening. This is very exciting for us. Any of you who've been on our DNP chats have already met myself and Nataki. I am the Senior Director for the DNP program here at University of Maryland, and I co-lead the DNP program with Dr. Shannon Idzik, who is the Associate Dean. We share responsibilities. We have about 700 students under us, and I'm very proud to say that I am part of University of Maryland. We work very closely with this team that is sponsoring this program tonight, and have a very good working relationship. So if you're not sure who to ask, it doesn't matter. We will get you to the right person. I am a family nurse practitioner, and my clinical practice is across the street. What you'll find is all of our faculty have clinical practices. Our DNP program, if you look on our website, we are very proud. Our statistics are consistently in the top 10. We've got 8 specialties. We've got post-baccalaureate programs with several nurse practitioner tracks, everywhere from NNP, neonatal nurse practitioner, up to acute care adult. All of this is on our website. We have postmaster's programs. We have postdoctoral programs. And to tag on to what Dr. Shum said, I just want to elaborate a little bit further. We have so many opportunities for you all. Last week, we had over 600 students at the convention center for Student IPE Day that I'm a faculty facilitator for. The opportunities are endless as a student, both with our clinical partners, University of Maryland Medical System, as well as all of our professional schools that are housed and within close proximity of our school. So we welcome you. We're really excited to have you. And I am very proud to say that I'm part of this school. I'm part of this team. If you have any questions at all, you can find me in the directory. I am the only quattrini, or you can find me in the Office of Academic Deans in 404. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you, Nataki.
Thanks, Dr. Quattrini. Next, we have Dr. Cheryl Fisher.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Dr. Cheryl Fisher. I'm the Specialty Director for Informatics. I am filling in for Dr. Lori Edwards, who is not able to be here tonight, who is the Associate Dean for our master's degree programs. I want to start out very briefly by saying that our master's programs are top ranked by U.S. News and World Report. To echo Dr. Shrum's comment that we know there's other opportunities out there for you to get an advanced degree, but I have realized since I've been at the University of Maryland, you can get a degree faster, you might get it cheaper, but you're not going to get the same quality that you're going to get here at the University of Maryland. We have amazing faculty, a faculty with experience in the field, as Dr. Quattrini mentioned. I love to talk to my students about my experiences, and I like to teach from my experiences as well as my knowledge. In the master's program, we have a community and public health master's degree, which is an option for you with a hybrid program that's partially online and partially in face-to-face class. We have nursing leadership management, which has 2 tracks. It is fully online. One track is for the leadership focus, one in education. And then we have nursing informatics, which has 36 credits, and it's fully online. We do work with our student placement office, and they help to find practicums for you in the program so that you can learn the role of the specialty that you have chosen to advance your degree in. So more to come later as we divide into breakout groups, and we're so happy that you came. And I'll turn it back to Nataki, or if Dr. Nam, I think, is here, possibly. She will talk to you about the PhD program.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher. I think we are still waiting on Dr. Nam, so we will kind of circle back to her. So next we are going to welcome Onyi, our manager of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Thank you so much, Nataki. Welcome to the University of Maryland School of Nursing. My name is Onyi Esochai. I am the manager for the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion here. The goal of our office is to weave inclusive excellence throughout the school's fabric. Diversity is a source of strength and innovation for our school, and we're committed to preparing future nurses to provide culturally competent care. We offer opportunities for collaborative engagement in education, research, policy, and teaching, and we offer tools to minimize micro-injustices and support in the journey to allyship. Our team is me as the manager. Also, Dr. Yvette Conyers is the associate dean, and Emily is our coordinator for our program. Dr. Murphy Buck is the director of the Restorative Justice Program that's also part of the larger Office of EDI. We have the School of Nursing EDI Council that consists of students, faculty, and staff that work to ensure that equity, cultural humility, and inclusive excellence is in every aspect of the school's activities. We also offer visiting hours on Thursdays for students, staff, and faculty, where anyone can just drop in with any issues, any questions. We're here for support. We also offer listening sessions for students throughout the school year. We offer support for student groups. We also host a bi-monthly book club to discuss books and other media related to equity, diversity, and inclusion, as well as social justice. Another big part of our office is hosting cultural events and initiatives to celebrate diverse backgrounds and to provide inclusive learning opportunities. Like I said, we also have our restorative justice program that offers community building circles for students, staff, and faculty. It's designed with specific tools to strengthen community bonds and address instances of harm and conflict. So just wanted to introduce you to our office. We're here to make sure that during your time here, everything is as inclusive as possible. So I want to wish you guys all the best as you guys make your choice for your nursing program. Thank you.
Thank you, Onyi. All right. So next we are going to start our student and alumni panel, and that should be next.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jasmine Hutley-Pierre, and I'm one of the associate directors here at UMSUN in the Office of Admissions and Scholarships. And I will be moderating our current student and alumni panel for you tonight. So we have a few alum as well as some current students. And I am going to see if anyone added any questions in the Slido for them. And if not, I have some questions that I can ask myself, but if you do have a question that you would like to ask a current student or alum, please put it in the Slido. So to get started, my first question is going to be for Hillary. And Hillary, when you answer the question, can you also just introduce yourself, what program you're currently in? And I will start with the first question. So my question to you is, how has networking with faculty and other students helped you so far in your experience at UMSUN?
It's a great question. So hi, everyone. My name is Hillary Zelas. I am a current community and public health master's prepared student. I'll be graduating this December. Currently I'm working on my practicum with my program evaluation thing. And I'm currently using all my networking challenges that I can with my professors and students to create a program guideline that I can for my practicum center. So I'm tying in all my pieces from my previous courses in epidemiology, statistics, health populations class, and I'm using all the topics I've learned before to create this program guideline for my current practicum. So everything that I've been using before has been tying all together now, which has been so wonderful, and everyone's been great with collaboration and for moving forward successfully with this program.
All right, thank you for that, Hillary. My next question is for Vanessa. Vanessa, can you tell us what advice would you give to prospective graduate nursing students considering UMSUN?
Sure. Thank you for having me, everyone. My name is Vanessa Augustin. From the class of 2020. I actually was a part of the HSLM program, and I did the dual master's program. So also completed my MBA with UB. And my advice to prospective students is just to keep on pushing. I like to give the unique story of, and maybe Sierra can speak to this, we graduated during the pandemic and things were just, it was, as we came to an end of our program, I just was so confused, not knowing what to do, but just kept pushing and trucking. If you've been, in nursing prior to advanced degrees, you know that's kind of our motto. You just have to keep pushing forward. The days may be long, nights may be long, and it seems like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but we absolutely know that there is. So I think perseverance is my advice to prospective students. And it's okay if you don't have an exact plan, just one foot in front of the other, perseverance.
Thanks, Vanessa. My next question is going to be for Sawyer. Sawyer, can you share any specific challenges you faced during your time at the School of Nursing and how you overcame them?
Sure thing. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for having me here tonight. I'm happy to participate. In terms of challenges, I think we all go into or apply for an advanced degree, hopefully with a strong and a clear vision and some goals in mind. And I think through during the process of pursuing advanced practice, you quickly learn that this program and the preparation that this school is aiming to deliver is very comprehensive. So it's hard in that respect, right? Because we're being exposed to a lot. We're being called and we're being asked to step into areas of vulnerability, both as a student and as a provider, right? As a clinician. So I think the biggest hurdle that is often addressed in a good way, right, is stepping out of that solely nursing silo, more or less, and not forgetting about it or doing away with it, right, but continuously and repeatedly adapting that nursing mindset that we all have and come to the table with and come to the classroom with, and continuing to evolve that within the APRN model. And obviously, within the realm of your specialty. So for me, within the acute care advanced practice model, and that's also coupled with the CNS model. So I think I met a lot of challenges in that respect along the way in combating and facing and continuing to adapt again that nursing frame and translating that into an APRN mind frame. So I know that's a little broad, but I think that couldn't be truer for me throughout my practice, and it's a conscious part of my reflective practice.
All right, thanks, Sawyer. My next question is for Sierra. Sierra, in what ways has your graduate nursing education at UMSUN impacted your professional growth and opportunities?
So I graduating with my bachelor's, I had the intention of actually going to UMSUN for graduate school. It kind of informed my choice. So I aligned with a partner hospital that would help me reach those goals. I graduated with the HSLM master's degree in 2020 with a focus on nursing education. So I've been able to use my graduate degree there to actually put education into practice in the clinical setting at the affiliated hospital with UMSUN. And then I've actually got to understand a little bit more of the healthcare administration side. I was able to explore in my practicum time, I was able to explore different options at the hospital that I hadn't kind of ever thought were a path for me through my practicum experiences where I was placed with executive leadership and our clinical practice departments. And then I was able to now in my postmaster's option to kind of take those roles to make our clinical environment more stable for new graduate education and to help people find their path in the clinical environment as well as in their academic environment. I also actually got to do some of the post-bac certificates, and my favorite one is the global health certificate, but environmental health is also near and dear to my heart. The global health department actually made my clinical practice a little bit more equitable for the population that I serve, trying to help improve social determinants of health and healthcare equity with regard to my clinical practice.
Thanks, Sierra. All right, I do have a question in the chat from one of the participants. And I'm gonna ask that Sierra and Sawyer answer this question because it's more relevant to the DNP program. The question is, what do you think was the most valuable part of the interview process, and what set this program apart?
Sarah, would you like to start?
Sure. Sure. So the programs are kind of what you need from them. You get from the school what you put into it. Each program is a little bit more individualized. For me specifically, I'm getting a postmaster's. So it's aligned with what my master's is in, with it generally is healthcare administration and nursing education, but you have so many options to explore. And in those interview processes, you actually get to find out if the school aligns with your values there and how they can help you support finding that path or actually finding new opportunities throughout the city or even the like tri-state areas where you can explore your realm a little bit more and see how the school really can help you as much as you let them. So use that interview process to find out the opportunities that others have experienced before you and opportunities that are available to you beforehand, as well as the paths of your instructors, because many of them have come through our same shoes and they've actually found little niches and networking opportunities where they can align you with some great things and get you in to some opportunities you might not have even experienced before.
Yeah,
All right.
to add on to that, I would definitely say maybe it's your second introduction to the School of Nursing, but for many it's probably a repeat. So based on your relationship already with the school, it's very much your opportunity to voice your goals and to kind of present your vision for the next stage of your career, your practice. So I think it's very much a great opportunity to kind of lay out what your current motives are, what areas of interest you hold, and allow the faculty to kind of gauge that and say, hey, we can support you in X, Y, and Z ways and provide that challenge and that support early on, right? If they have a good understanding of where you're aiming to go within the advanced practice realm. I was fortunate to complete my master's education at the school, so I had quite a bit of connections once I came back to apply for the DNP program. So that was obviously invaluable. Those connections that I'd already established and those connections I was hoping to build. And as Dr. Quattrini touched on earlier, I think the working relationship with the medical center couldn't be any stronger. So it's obviously a wealth of information across the street and partnerships waiting to be formed, essentially.
All right, thank you, Sawyer and Sierra. I do have one last question for the whole panel, and it is, what motivated you to pursue a graduate degree in nursing? And we can start with Hillary.
So I was excited to expand my what I was providing at the bedside. I work with a really specific patient population and was providing just care for just a limited amount of time, and I really wanted to expand what I was doing and how I could help with this patient population. So my goals were to advance into a program that did honor and explore more community and public health, and so that was just and the University of Maryland was the only school I had researched that was able to provide the program that I was most aligned my goals and values in.
All right, Vanessa, would you like to share?
Sure. I think I knew early on, in my senior year of my undergraduate program that I wanted to further my education and get an advanced degree. It was just a matter of when and where. So there's about 10 years in between my senior year of my undergraduate and then once I started the HSLM program. So it was always a goal of mine. To be more specific, I think during maybe a leadership class in my undergrad degree, just was exposed to some healthcare leaders, some execs from various hospitals in Maryland that came to speak to us. And then I think that was essentially the day that solidified it for me, that I knew I would always do this. It was just a matter of when.
Thank you. And Sawyer, would you like to share as well? And then we can end it off with Sierra.
Of course. I would say my main impetus was, just the folks that I worked alongside. So I was a MICU nurse at the medical center for 7 years. And, I'd like to say that the APP group within the MICU in particular was a very, very strong group of people that served as coaches and mentors to me. And I certainly had a great deal of admiration for the work that they were doing, what they were representing for the nursing profession, first and foremost. And then obviously what advanced practice does, for the individual in terms of diversifying and growing your knowledge, your tool belt, your skill set, all those good things. And, most importantly, your influence within patients' lives. So I think, especially well seated within the acute care and the CNS program is a strong sense of advocacy, a strong sense of collaboration, a strong sense of leadership in terms of building and contributing and manipulating and working within a very complex healthcare system, as we all know. So I think, those folks serving as early images for what I wanted for myself was, a strong motivator that I was lucky to have.
Um, I I was always between like being a nurse or being a teacher. And when I went to nursing school, I was really encouraged by the educators that I had. So I knew I wanted to pursue like a graduate degree where I could align the two, nursing and education. Um, but I'm kind of trying to carve out still where I want that education to happen. Which I've pursued both like higher education and in a clinical environment, and I've gotten to explore that a little bit. But I really had great instructors that kind of inspired me to want to do that for others to repay that gift.
All right, thank you. So I just want to say thank you to our panel. Thank you guys for taking some time out of your busy schedules and lives to join us tonight. And I hope that you were able to answer some of the questions that our prospective students have about the graduate programs here at UMSUN. So thank you again for joining us, and I'm going to turn it back over to Nataki.
Thank you all for, once again, yes, taking time out of your busy schedules and busy days. And if you're still studying, just taking out some of your study time to actually come and speak with us. So we did not have Dr. Nam here a little bit earlier, but she is here. I think there was some technical issues happening. So I do want to reintroduce Dr. Nam. And she is the Associate Dean for the PhD program. And she will also have her own breakout room a little bit later if you have any program questions. But I did want to introduce her. So Dr. Nam, if you want to unmute, you can say hi to everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me some time. And hello, everyone. I would like to offer my heartfelt and warm welcome to all of you. My name is Unshim Nam, professor and associate dean of the PhD program. I know that Dr. Katrini provides you with helpful information about the DMP program. So I will briefly introduce PhD program very briefly. And many of you are thinking about the doctoral program, and two programs goes hand in hand. But the one area focused on research the TNP program focuses on one area and PhD program focuses on the other area. So I will explain what you will be learning if you come to the PhD program, and after the graduation, what you will be doing. So the PhD program prepares scientists and faculty who generate core knowledge and build evidence for practice. So for example, the PhD prepared scientists and nurse researchers can work in any place, hospital setting, government setting, or academia, doing research and also teaching. So that's how we prepare our graduates to do those work. And then in terms of the after graduation, our graduates will conduct a study, and also we work as an interdisciplinary team, like a hospital, conducting research and also helping the nurse researchers to conduct their own research and do work to implement evidence-based practice and so forth. So we try to generate the leaders in science and who can advance nurse discipline. And our program is relatively small because one faculty members will have 1 to 4 advices, but we work very closely and we have very diverse the student body. About 45% of our students are Black, and then 20% of our students are other minorities. So we have diverse and vibrant program. So why SON PhD program? And in our program, we match students with faculty, their advisors, so they work closely throughout the program. And also, we try to emphasize student-focused and competence-based research education model. So we are very intimate. We have an intimate relationship with our students. And then we have very flexible, steady plans. So our students go to school part-time and full-time. They can change in any way they would like to do. And also they can do like 1 day as a part-time student, and the rest of the days they can still work. And we have various scholarship opportunities as well as GRA opportunities. And I will be happy to speak with any of applicants who are interested in this type of research area. And also we support various research interests, for example, aging, pain and symptoms, or health services research. For example, you may interested in solving nursing problem, then it's more pragmatic research. Or you may be interested in workflow and then the databases, then we can support those areas as well. And also social equity and justice is a very important area in our research. So we can support those individuals and various areas, but we will talk about this more in the breakout session. And we have that we work with the campuses, different schools here in campus, UMB, UMCP, and UMBC as well. And we have great research centers who that can support our research areas as well. So I would love to introduce more about it. And then in terms of our graduate, and they can go in many areas. I see Dr. Trump, who is I cannot remember the names. Sorry, but our graduates across the street as a research scientist, and also faculty members here, and then other schools as well as NIH and AHRQ and so forth. And in terms of the credit, it's total 60 credits. And then I think, as I mentioned, part-time, full-time is available. And then in terms of the scholarship, we have GRA, Conway Scholarship, Merit, Plus Awards, and there are various mechanisms that can support full-time and part-time. So I would love to see more, many of our applicants in the future, and also in the breakout room session. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me anytime. And we have support coordinators as well. So I think that thank you so much giving me some time. So I try to brief, but we can talk more in the breakout session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nam. And like she said, there will be breakout sessions and there will be specifically one, of course, for PhD as well, if you want more information about the PhD program. So next, we are going to talk about just how to apply application requirements for our various graduate and DMP programs. And Kelly Pollock, our Associate Director in the Office of Admissions and Student Scholarships, will be doing our Applying 101.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As Nataki said, my name is Kelly, and I am with the Office of Admissions and Student Scholarships. Can you do the next slide, please? Thank you. So just a few things for you to remember. We do require a minimum of a 3.0 cumulative undergraduate GPA on a 4.0 grading scale. All essay prompts can be found on our website under your specific program of interest. And we do require a BSN or an MSN from an ACEN, NLN, CNEA, or CCNE accredited college or university, or an equivalent degree from a foreign country. The MSN application requirements, you are first going to do your online application, and you're going to submit that with your application fee of $75. We require one letter of recommendation, and that can be professional or academic. We require transcripts from every institution you have attended. There is a 500 to 1,000 word essay you will complete. We will need a copy of your resume or CV, and we will need proof of an active U.S. registered nursing license. Your DMP application requirements are very similar. Once again, you're going to do your online application with the application fee. You're going to submit 2 letters of recommendation, professional or academic. Once again, very important, official transcripts from every institution you have attended. The DMP requires a 350-word essay, your resume or CV, and once again, proof of an active U.S. registered nursing license. Application deadlines. So for the MSN program, we are currently still admitting for fall 2024 on a rolling admission basis. Review started in February. For spring, we are also reviewing, and that will start in September. For the DMP program, we are also on a rolling admission basis for fall 2024. For fall 2025, your deadline is going to be December 1st. And for the DMP CRNA program, that deadline is July 1st. And once again, you can find all of these deadlines on our website. And then just a quick tidbit about coursework only and why you might want to utilize this option. It's a great way to get a head start at the School of Nursing to fulfill some of your credits. And you can also use this as a way to obtain personal or professional enrichment. You can take up to 2 courses with CWO. And it's important to note that your status as a CWO student or your performance in CWO does not guarantee admission into a degree program. And the deadlines for CWO are August 1st, December 1st, and May 1st. And we are offering an application fee waiver for fall 2024 only. So this would waive the need of that $75 fee. And you can scan the QR code here and use SONGROH 2024 to waive your application fee for a fall 2024 application only. And I will give it back to Nataki. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. And actually, I'm going to leave that up for a couple more seconds just in case you guys didn't get the code. Once again, it's for fall 2024 only, SONGROH 2024. And this QR code takes you directly to our application instructions and deadlines page, I believe, to go ahead and start that application. So next, we are going to talk about scholarships, and we are going to hand it over to our director, Sheena Jackson.
Thank you so much, Nataki. So I did want to point out that application fee waiver code is for all of the MSN and DNP programs for fall 2024 only. Now, PhD and Dr. Nam has to correct me. I believe luckily does not have a application fee for the application, so that it does not apply to that. And I noticed that we had missed the slide regarding the PhD admission requirements. But if you're interested in the PhD admission requirements, please do join Dr. Nam's breakout session. She has a great presentation available for you that she'll go over that. So again, I'm Sheena Jackson, and I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to have the opportunity to share with you the various scholarship opportunities that are always available to our students. As a director, I can promise you it is my goal to ensure that every student that is admitted to UMSUN has the financial support that they need to succeed. Financing one's education is very important to me. So thank you, Nataki, for bringing up that slide. So the next slide is the FAFSA code. Our school code is 002104. For most of our scholarships, whether it be Conway or Merit, it is required that you do complete the FAFSA. So when you are doing that, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always give us a call, but this is our school code. Now, while we offer scholarships within the Office of Admissions and Scholarships, your financial aid admissions counselor, his name is Richard. So if you have any financial aid questions, then you would reach out to the Office of Financial Aid, and I could put that information, or one of the team members could put that information into the chat for you. Next slide, please. All right, so let's talk about how to fund your education here at UMSUN with our UMSUN scholarships. So we have various ways to help you fund your education, one of which is our Conway. So our Conway application covers 50% of your DNP or MSN specialty, and for PhD, it covers 100%. We also offer Conway for our teaching certificate, which is 100%, and you'll learn more about certificates today in our breakout sessions. We do not offer Conway at admission. You have, in order to be eligible for Conway as a MSN or DNP student, you have to complete 9 credits with us. So that you're not going to be eligible your first semester, but you'll be eligible on your second semester. So for fall, that deadline is always June 1st, and for spring, that deadline is December the 15th. We also offer merit, which is considered upon admission. You do not have to do any additional applications or anything with that. We will automatically consider you for that. And then last but not least, every semester, spring and fall, we do offer donor funded scholarships. The deadline for this fall donor funded is going to be August 2024, but you'll get more information on the website about exactly when that application is going to open. Next slide, please. So just a couple of tips as you explore on this journey to fund your education. It's important not just for UMSUN, but for all institutions that you are considering. Make sure that you're meeting the deadlines. These are not soft deadlines, these are hard deadlines. And you want to make sure that you're sending in your documents prior to the deadline to give a little bit of wiggle room, just in case any supplemental materials or recommendations that have to accompany the scholarship are in time. Secondly, find strong recommenders. Make sure that you're finding recommenders that can speak or attest to your ability to handle things academically for your program that you're applying to, and they can also speak to your other skills and abilities. Make sure you apply to all scholarships, not just the ones we have listed on our website. We do have external scholarships on our website as well, but you're not limited to those. So there are tons of databases like FastWeb, AACN that has tons of scholarships. You have scholarships with Tylenol. So make sure you're applying to all scholarships. And last but not least, you have to be your own advocate. So if any of those scholarships require a essay, be sure to speak to what the donor is asking for or whatever that prompt is, but also don't be shy to sell yourself. This is the opportunity for us to get a chance to know a little bit about you, to be your own advocate. Next slide, please, Nataki. All right, so this is the last slide here. These are just ways that you can get connected. Please join us on our social media platforms through Facebook. We have Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you can also find some of our videos like our Workshop Wednesdays on youtube.com. So I do believe it is now about 6 o'clock on the dot, and we will start to open up the breakout sessions. Nataki, next slide. All right, so here are the different breakout room names with the specialty correlates to the specialty of your interest. So you should, depending upon what you're using, whether you're using an iPhone or Android, or whether you're using a Windows or Mac, you should be able to follow the directions and enter into the breakout rooms of your choice. If you're having any difficulty getting into the breakout rooms, please identify yourself in the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and we will help you get into the breakout sessions. Thank you very much.